Okay. Welcome to the recording of the play Leon and the Place Between by Angela McAllister, and it's illustrated by, the copy we are using is illustrated by Grahame Baker Smith. So here we go. So this is actually a the first edition print, seventh printing, but like the first edition cover and illustrations. As you can see, it's very, very pleasing. It's very eye-catching with the shiny kind of detail around, and anyone who doesn't know this book may guess from the tagline, "Let the magic begin," and from Leon here on the cover holding a little fluffy rabbit, and of course at the top here some idea about what this story could be about. So I came across this book by accident. I was invited to purchase or to look at a book sale, and the cover caught my eye. As you can probably tell, I'm quite a fan of different typography as well, so the actual title was very appealing as well. And I was very surprised at how amazing this book actually is, so it's really lovely to be able to share it with everybody. So on the back cover, which is really nice because it doesn't actually give away what the book is about and everything. So it says, "Do you dare to step into the place between?" And what's really nice is all the kind of extra details. If I go up quite close, you can see the effort that's been put into this. So what's quite nice about this book is, especially with the illustrations, is it's actually a mix of collage, photography, illustration, painting, drawing, all different mix that gives it a very unique kind of feel. So let's get in and see what's going on. I really hope you enjoy this. This is an absolutely beautiful book. Straight away through the cover, we'll go through like the illustrations. What's down there? Again, lots of detail. But we'll go back and look at a few bits like before at different pages. So, Leon and the Place Between. Magic show tonight. "I don't believe in magic," said Tom, as he settled on the grass in the show tent. Around him, the crowd waited impatiently for something to happen. "It's not real," hissed Pete. "It's only tricks." Little Mo looked disappointed. "Shush now," whispered her brother Leon. "It'll be magic. You have to believe. Look, it's going to begin." Sorry. The lanterns went out. In the darkness, the crowd fidgeted with excitement. There was a cough, a whisper, and then a loud hush. At last, a soft blue glow lit the stage and the curtains twitched. With a ripple of gold braid, the curtains slowly parted. Bang! 3 jugglers tumbled onto the stage to the pounding beat of a drum. Skittles flew, fast and furious, back and forth, up and over. Tambourines rattled, loud and louder. Skittles spun, higher and higher. The jugglers twisted fast and faster. Then bang, the skittles went up. But they didn't come down. Everybody cheered and clapped. The jugglers bowed and bounced away. Once more, there was only darkness. Now one dim spotlight found a barrel organ, still and silent on the stage. Everyone held their breath. The handle began to turn, but there was no hand upon it. Note by note, the tinkling song of the carousel started to dance from the pipes. So you can see everything. There we go. Now let's get a nice closer look at that. Up jumped a barrel monkey, all made of wood and tiny hinges. He beckoned the moon to light the mechanical toys. Red-eyed crocodiles snapped at a running boy's heel. A ballerina turned on her pink satin shoe. Painted animals paraded into the ark, and a flying machine lurched through the air, up, up, and over the moon. At last the barrel organ fell silent. No one stirred. For a moment, the tiny creaks of the mechanical toys cast their own spell. Then they slowed, jerked awkwardly, and was still. The solemn monkey took a stiff bow, and the curtains closed to loud applause. "Now," said Leon, edging forward in the dark. "Now it's going to happen." Outside in the night, an owl hooted. With a swish, the curtains opened. Poof! A cloud of purple smoke filled the stage, and there he was, Abdul-Kazam. Sparks flew from his fingertips. Leon could smell the magic. "Trust nothing," said Abdul-Kazam, "but believe everything." And he threw his arms into the air, and the magic began. Paper flowers blossomed from his sleeves. Silk scarves changed colour at a whispered word. Water poured into a hat turned into night air. Bright white handkerchiefs became fluttering doves. The crowd was amazed. Then Abdul-Kazam stepped aside, and there was a door into a box. Who will step into the magic? Leon knew it had to be him. He stepped up to the stage and climbed into the box. There was a gasp from little Mo, and the door shut behind him. So what's quite nice about this page actually, the door moves, so you see Leon inside. Inside the box was not a box. It was a world of doorways to somewhere else. Leon fell down, down, down until he tumbled onto a carpet. "Hello," said a boy in blue pantaloon trousers. "Where am I?" asked Leon. "This is the place between," said the boy. "Between what?" "Between there and back again. This is the place where the magic sends you." "Will you show me?" asked Leon. The boy smiled. "Hold on tight." He gave the carpet a tug. With a swoop, off they flew. Everything that disappeared by magic appeared in the place between. Cards and doves fluttered into the lantern light. Coins and rings spun fast, flashed, and were gone. Ropes, cups, and balls danced in the perfumed air. A magician's assistant stepped out of nowhere as another vanished in the blink of an eye. There was a world of astonishment, a world of the unexpected. It was alive with magic. The carpet came to rest. "Do you live here?" asked Leon, his eyes huge with wonder. "No," said the boy, "but my father is a great magician. He makes me disappear every night. If I help him, he will teach me magic." Then Leon felt something soft wriggling behind him. A white rabbit climbed gently onto Leon's lap and nestled in his arms. The boy stroked her ears. "She is always here," he said sadly. "She was never called back." Leon hugged the lonely rabbit and gazed around the place between, enchanted and amazed. Suddenly, the boy began to float away. "My father is calling," he said. "It's time to go." Leon waved. "Goodbye," he cried. "I'll never forget." Then, from far away, he heard an echo of his own name. "Leon, come back to us. Leon, return." Leon felt the magic lift him off the ground and back into the darkness. There goes the box again. Leon heard a sharp tap. The door of the box opened before him. Leon stepped out, with the white rabbit still in his arms. Abdul-Kazam took a majestic bow. The crowd cheered and clapped. Tom and little Mo clapped loudest of all. "Did you really disappear?" asked Pete, as they shuffled out into the night. "Of course he did," said Tom. "See, this is a magic rabbit." He stroked her long, soft ears. "But where did you go?" asked little Mo. Leon smiled. "I went to the place that magic takes you," he said. "Can anyone go there?" sighed little Mo with a yawn. Leon lifted her up onto his shoulders. "Yes, anyone, Mo," he said. "Anyone who believes." Back to here again. So. The end. So I hope you enjoyed that story about Leon and the place between. I love any kind of little magic story. I think it's all very exciting the way that people think about how these things work. Angela McAllister's version of where things go when the magic is real, I think is just absolutely stunning. The idea of it is incredible. Grahame Baker-Smith's illustrations, hopefully you managed to get most of them, but I highly recommend getting a copy of this for your library at home, because you'll be able to see some of the little details that just you can't necessarily spend that much time looking at. There's still things that I'm discovering today through the read through. I think my favourite thing, which I discovered for the first time, which was lovely, because I'm going to definitely share this with you, was Abdul-Kazam's little green shoes. I absolutely think they're brilliant. I'll just get them quite close. How cool are they? They're brilliant. I think this is such a beautiful book. I love the little details, like the box looking through the window. This is amazing. And then some of you caught it on the way out of the story. In the sky is Abdul-Kazam. I think this is just such a wonderful little story to discover. I quite like that it wasn't very, it's not necessarily considered something that everybody knows. It's not necessarily very big in pop culture, but I think it's something that everyone should read, because you should believe. Otherwise, where do fairies come from? Thank you for listening to this story of Leon and the Place Between, for joining me and Pooh Bear. We'd like to give a special thanks to our technical support from Taylor. Thank you very much. And thank you everyone who joined us back on the second round for this. So I really hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for joining us this Sunday afternoon. And we'll see you for the next story. Bye! Say bye, Pooh.